I'm just now realizing that Simipour is actually a better physical attacker than special attacker. I genuinely had no idea. It didn't cross my mind that that was even, like, a possibility. I might have to think more about this moveset then. Well, I guess that's good to know. Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White version. In the last episode, we explored everything there was to do in Nimbasa City and Route 16. This time, we're going to be exploring Route 5 and the surrounding areas. There is a single swarm encounter here on Route 5, Smeargle. Smeargle is fine. It has bad stats, but it can learn every move to make up for it. It learns Sketch every 10 levels, which allows it to copy whatever moves its opponent last used. This makes Smeargle a Pokemon that has high speed and access to Spore, which makes it excellent for catching Pokemon. The best way to give it moves is to enter a double battle and have it copy your own Pokemon's moves, and yes, this does mean it can use Fusion Bolt and Fusion Flare if you so choose. Anyway, hi Charon. Strength and strength alone is what matters in this world. So I believed until I met Alder here. But winning in Pokemon battles isn't all there is to life. Once I learned that lesson, my eyes were open to many different things. We all have our own brand of strength, people and Pokemon both. The strength to make our dreams a reality, the strength to protect what we hold most dear. Why do I think this way now? It's thanks to you, White. And Bianca, and Alder. If only N could see this too someday. I'm going to take a long, hard look at myself on Victory Road. I'm going to think about what I can do and who I can become. Visit me sometime if you want. We'll have a battle, like old times. Give me just a minute, I'm gonna try to put my thoughts about this into words. Alright. I like Charon. And I like that he gives us a new goal to work towards here. Charon started as who was, in my opinion, the weaker rival, but the more I've seen of him throughout the journey, the more I've recognized that his story is good on its own. Do I find Bianca more interesting in terms of character development with her story of trying to find what she wants to do with her life? Yes, but I think until this LP, I was sort of letting that cloud my view of Charon. Charon has no idea what he's doing at the start of the journey. Sure, he knows he wants to be strong, he has all this knowledge about Pokemon, definitely more than the average character in the Pokemon world, but all he's striving for is strength. He has no end goal after becoming champion, and Alder forces him to realize that fact here on Route 5. It's more interesting than I initially gave it credit for, and I'm glad that I've sort of come around on him. Alright, heading on to Driftveil Drawbridge next, because we've literally seen everything on Route 5. There's nothing new on Charizard Bridge. Although it is a lot longer than I remembered. Oh god. Atmosphere is still on point, though. Alright. Driftveil City. We are going to head into... Not that house, not that house, not that house, but this house. Who do I have leading right now? I think Wilbur's a better lead for what we have coming up. You may remember we traded this boy at Minccino in exchange for his Basculin. Hey, let's jump on this! My Cinnamon and your Pokemon battle! Oh, and your Pokemon battle. I trained and trained the Cinnamon that you traded me. Don't be surprised if it's too strong for you to handle. Alright, I named Minccino Cinnamon. That's adorable. Youngster Kyle will have a Cinccino at level 65 if it was level 60 or lower when you traded it. However, once again, this Pokemon could be level 100 if I'd traded him a level 95 or higher Minccino. This one can be a little bit annoying. It has Tickle to lower your attack stat and your defense stat. It knows Sing to put you to sleep, and I'm pretty sure it has Tail Slap to just do raw damage after using Tickle. This can be an annoying battle. Especially if it gets lucky on the tail slap. Luckily, I'm holding the Rocky helmet. So Earthquake will hopefully knock out here since I used Swords Dance on turn 1. I'm only +1, but yeah, okay. This fight can be much more annoying, though, depending on your team. I trained the Pokemon, you treated me very well, right? Sure. When I trained Cinnamon, it reminded me of you. Thanks for the trade. You're welcome. Alright. There are new encounters here in Driftveil City using the Super Rod. Chinchou is a 1% encounter everywhere other than Driftveil City for some reason. Catch it now if you want. It evolves right away if you catch it now. Volt Absorb is a great ability. It has a great type, fun moves, and it's just fun overall. You can also find its evolved form at level 70 if you're surfing in rippling water. If you're looking for a better way of adding this Pokemon to your team, get Chinchou. You have to really be willing to put in the effort of finding it in the rippling water, and it will be level 70, sure, but we already caught Volcarona. If you need a level 70 Pokemon that bad, I would recommend using that one. I didn't find Chinchou, but I found a Krabby, so I'll catch that instead. Awesome. I already named one Mr. Crab. Well, actually, I named one Eugene. I didn't go all the way and just name it Mr. Krabs. Oh, but this is a female. Mrs. Krabs. Just enough space. That's awesome. Alright. There's one more thing I want to do in Driftveil City. We'll be heading to the cold storage later, but I do want to speak to Clay before leaving.
You, huh? Remember what I done told you? If you think you can go, go wherever, and if you think you can do something, keep doing it. Do things how you want. Decide your own limits.
True, thanks. That's just the same thing he told us in Twist Mountain, but that's fun. That was worth it, surely. With that, that is everything I want to talk about in cold storage right now. So on to Route 6. You can catch Politoed through fishing here. We talked about it already, we already went over, what Politoed is capable of back in, Nacrene City. However, if you wanted to catch one in just rippling water without having to trade to evolve it, this is where you can do that. On top of that, there are swarm encounters here, one for Pokemon Black and one for Pokemon White. In Pokemon Black, Plusle. It's a generic electric type with mediocre stats. It gets Baton Pass, which is fun with agility or nasty plot. My notes just went back to page 1, and also, this keeps happening for this recording specifically. It's getting really annoying. Okay. As I was saying, its ability isn't good in single player, because there aren't very many double battles, so yeah, unfortunately I can't really recommend Plusle. Minun, only in white version, is pretty much the same, just slightly bulkier. Sorry. Chargestone Cave. It's worth mentioning that there are some Pokemon that can only evolve when exposed to the electromagnetic field here in Chargestone Cave. I'll mention this again if we encounter any of them on our travels around Unova, but I'm honestly not sure if any of them appear in Unova, so for now, just know that that is the case for some Pokemon if you end up transferring them up. Alright. There's not much to do here, so I found this revive that I missed last time, but for the most part, there's not a lot to see here, so I'll cut ahead to when I'm at the correct room. We want to head back down to the 3rd floor. It's been a while since we've been down here. Repel's effect wore off, of course, as soon as I start commentating again. Because if we head over here, around here somewhere, down here, look who we have here.
When I saw you in Castelia, I did not care about your existence. Here in Chargestone Cave, Getz has tested your ability. Once more, we will test you to learn what it is you are. Team Plasma, come out! Bronius of the Seven Sages, I will bring this kid down!
Alright, sure you will, buddy. You have no idea how many people have said that before. Including in the post-game. This is the second time we've encountered Team Plasma in the post-game, which is kind of a new record for a Pokemon game. Maybe Team Galactic has like an equal amount? I don't know. Gen 4 is one of the generations I know the least well, so... Why am I setting up Hail? This thing could have Super Fang. Or Focus... I'm pretty sure this thing could even have Focus Blast, and it's using Slam. So I was worrying about nothing. Why am I faster? You're level 63 and a Watchog. That's embarrassing for you, buddy. We got the freeze? Oh god. This guy is being humiliated in front of Bronius right now. Also, Bronius is kind of an unfortunate name. But I won't lie, I've watched a few episodes of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic when I was like 16, 15, 14, one of those ages. They kind of all blend together, but I watched an episode. It was fine. It wasn't good. I mean it was fine. Like, it wasn't bad is what I meant to say, but like I don't think I'd go back and watch it. But also, I guess being a brony would imply that you're male, and that's not the way I identify, so I don't know. It's like a weird thing these days because gender norms as a whole don't really matter as much. But yeah, anyway, what was I even talking about? Bronius being an unfortunate... It is still an unfortunate name just because of the implications that came with it back in the day. It is a good thing I went for a more accurate move this turn. He's about to use Focus Punch. If you don't hit a Pokemon before they use Focus Punch, then they will hit you with a 150 power fighting type move. Strength that beat my Lord N. I see. It cut me to the bone. This kid is the real thing. Because of you, I'm now X-Team Plasma. Being an X doesn't sound cool, does it? How are you going to make it up to me? By giving you an idea. Instead of X-Team Plasma, say you're Team Plasma X! That makes it way cooler. That's cool as hell. Alright. You already have the X on your helmet, so, like, you're halfway there already. Alright, this one's only level 62. Their levels are getting lower. Well, she has 3 Pokemon, actually, so I guess it's just scaling. I'm gonna switch out. I think Strawberry could handle this, but I don't know what she's gonna use next, and it could be nice to have Wilbur out. Night Slash. Okay, we can set up. Yep. If you're gonna use Sucker Punch, I can set up more than once. Snatch. Oh! It played around me using Swords Dance. It has +2 now, okay. Well, I'm not using it again. I don't know what... You got greedy there. Okay. That could have been slightly worse than it was. I still don't think it could have knocked out even with +2, but still. If it got a crit, it could have. Garbodor. Okay, Wilbur's good against that too. When I was a kid playing this for the first time, I thought Garbodor was pronounced Garbodor. And I almost wish it was pronounced Garbodor, to be completely honest. But there's no A in its name, it's all O. Garbodor. Well, there is an A, but it's before... You know what I mean. X-Scissor, that should one-shot. It's using Nasty Plot, it's +2 now. I could have set up again just to be a real funny person. Alright. That strength has protected the world in which people and Pokemon live together. True. An ex-Team Plasma member becomes an ordinary Pokemon trainer. This was that moment.
The Pokemon of our Team Plasma are also fighting for their trainers. It was so obvious that I overlooked it. Thank you for reminding me of that. Here, I'd like you to take this.
Nice.
Pokemon do their best for their trainers even when they are injured. I wonder whether my Lord N understands what that means.
On the topic of Team Plasma, I am an officer of the International Police, so you would be wise to share all you know.
Those who left Team Plasma and are behaving with respect and understanding toward Pokemon, them please forgive. However, those who won't interact with Pokemon in a kind and honest way, even I will never forgive them.
Truly, I thank you. Now, Ghetsis notwithstanding, there yet remains but 3 of the 7 sages still at large. Their innermost thoughts, their uttermost hopes. These I must and shall discover. Once more, a brief farewell. Alright. I'm not getting that. It's just gonna be another Drillbur knowing my luck. With that, that's everything there is to do in Chargestone Cave. So here we are in Mistralton City. And Repel's Effect wore off, okay. Next time on Pokemon White version, we're going to see everything there is to do here in Mistralton City and its surrounding areas. See you guys then.